In the desolate expanse, a shepherd and his loyal companion guarded their precious flock. But a formidable storm, a -73°C blizzard, was brewing on the horizon. The flock, their very survival dependent on him, was unaware of the impending peril.
A chilling whisper of wind. Then the first delicate flakes began to fall. The loyal Mastiff, an ancient sentinel, sensed the shift in the very atmosphere.
There was no time to lose. The animals needed to be secured.
The sky turned monochrome, a canvas of white and grey, descending rapidly.
Every step became a battle against the swiftly accumulating snow.
The wind began its mournful song, a prelude to the blizzard's fury. Then, the full force of the -73°C blizzard unleashed its wrath.
The cold was absolute, a suffocating blanket threatening all life.
Even the Mastiff, built for the cold, fought valiantly against the fierce gale. The world disappeared, swallowed by a maelstrom of white fury. His thoughts were solely on his flock, vulnerable in the open wilderness. Each breath was agony, each shiver a testament to the brutal cold. Step by frozen step, they fought for every inch of ground. His grip on his staff, his lifeline, was unyielding. A lament from the wild, echoing the despair of the tempest. The bitter cold gnawed at their resolve, threatening to consume all hope. The sheep, fragile in this unforgiving domain, began to falter. He knew he had to act beyond mere endurance, beyond traditional means. The Mastiff, loyal and astute, awaited its master's next command. A radical idea, a desperate gambit, begun to form in his mind. They needed shelter, a haven carved from the very snow that threatened them. Even the Mastiff became a trailblazer, sensing the urgency in its master. A strategic location, a slight rise, offered a glimmer of hope. This was their battleground, their last stand against the encroaching death. Preparation was key. Every tool, every resource was vital. Beneath the frozen surface, essential instruments lay dormant, awaiting action. The shovel, a familiar extension of his will, was unearthed. A silent offering of aid from his devoted, furry companion. Another vital instrument, the axe, was prepared for its arduous task. Fuel for the fire, an urgent quest in this frozen wasteland. Each step, a monumental effort, a testament to sheer will.
The Mastiff's keen senses guided them, a silent compass in the storm. With practiced strokes, he harvested what little nature reluctantly offered.
Every dry twig, every brittle branch was a precious commodity.
A silent helper,
contributing its strength to the desperate cause.
The meager harvest was secured, a symbol of their dwindling resources.
A heavy burden, yet hope fueled his weary muscles.
The return journey, a torturous crawl against the storm's unrelenting force.
Each breath, a chilling reminder of the battle for survival.
The loyal Guardia, his silent strength a solace in the frozen chaos. Fatigue threatened, but his spirit remained unbroken, unyielding. The tools of survival, cold and hard, awaited their purpose. Back at the chosen site, the arduous task of creation truly began.
The first cut into the pristine snow, a deliberate act of defiance.
Each scoop, a fragment of the wall that would shelter them. The loyal companion stood guard, a silent witness to the monumental effort.
His body a machine, fueled by desperation and an unwavering will.
Slowly, painstakingly, the walls of their sanctuary began to rise. Every muscle screamed, every joint protested, but he pressed on. Even in exhaustion, the Mastiff remained alert, ever vigilant. Brief respite, a moment to gather strength before the next grueling push. The sculpted snow, now a temporary fortress against the storm's fury. The pit deepened, a promise of warmth in the heart of the frigid chaos.
Each careful carve, a strategic detail for ultimate survival.
A crude bench, a momentary respite for the weary body.
The Mastiff's soft whine, a shaled understanding of the dire circumstances.
A silent acknowledgement of a battle well fought so far.
The snow pit, a beacon of hope, complete against all odds. A crucial layer of protection, unfurled against the biting elements. The windbreak, a shield crafted from raw determination and simple tools. Teamwork, a silent understanding between man and beast. A brief pause, savoring the newfound, fragile peace within their refuge. The true test awaited, bringing the flock to safety.
The foundation of warmth, meticulously laid against the biting cold. Each splinter, a promise of light and life in the encroaching darkness.
The Mastiff's gaze, an unwavering beacon of shared purpose.
A delicate architecture of survival, layer by painstaking layer. The precious tinder, dry and fragile, held the key to their fate.
The heart of the trap, ready to ignite a flicker of life.
A shared moment of anticipation, a silent prayer for warmth.
The ancient tools, poised to conjure fire from the frozen void.
A moment of vulnerability, sacrificing warmth for the promise of heat. The final, most delicate phase, herding the freezing flock to salvation. Each sheep, a precious life, hanging by a thread in the relentless cold.
A calm, steady voice, a beacon of hope in the heart of the storm.
Even the strongest faltered. Some could barely take another step. No life left behind. Every creature was worth saving. A solemn procession, inching towards their last desperate hope.
Each track in the snow, a step towards a fragile salvation.
Reluctant steps, yet driven by an instinct for survival. The most vulnerable, nestled safely within the growing sanctuary. A fragile life, finding a moment of peace from the storm's fury. The flock, in a mass of wool and fear, filled the improvised haven. A final glance at the storm, a silent challenge to its dominion. Sealing the barrier, fortifying their fragile world against the external fury. The shepherd's loyal hound, a comforting presence amidst the huddled flock. The pivotal moment approached. Fire, their ultimate salvation, awaited. The fragile tinder, poised to ignite the dawn of a new hope. A flash of steel, a shower of defiant sparks against the cold.
The initial attempt faltered, a test of patience in the face of urgency.
Then, a stubborn ember caught, a pinprick of defiant red.
And with a whisper, the fire awakened, dancing against the darkness.
The Mastiff, drawn to the life-giving warmth, found solace in the glow.
Warmth spread, a comforting embrace in the heart of the ice.
He nurtured the flame, a fragile hope in the bleakest of nights.
The dancing flames, a vibrant testament to resilience and ingenuity.
Life, against all odds, now thrived in the belly of the storm. A moment of profound respite, hard-earned and deeply cherished. The flock, once frozen, now found blissful sleep in the warmth. The heartbeat of their survival, steady and strong.
He tended the flame, a guardian of the warmth, throughout the long night.
Watching over them all, a quiet guardian of a precious, fragile existence. As dawn broke, the storm's fury began to wane, a new day emerging. Awakening to a world transformed, a quiet, cautious hope in his heart. The Mastiff, rejuvenated, sensed the promise of a calmer world. The curtain of white lifted, revealing a world reborn under a clear sky. Unveiling the new dawn, a tentative step back into the vast unknown.
The first to emerge, testing the silence that followed the storm's roar.
The flock, saved, stepped into the quiet aftermath of their ordeal. Survivors. Against the odds, They had conquered the unforgiving blizzard. A man, his dog, and an unbreakable bond forged in the fiercest of storms.
And so, life continued, a testament to courage, ingenuity, and unwavering hope.